Welcome to another episode of our actual play of the D&D5 adventure Heroes of Baldur's Gate. And the last time we saw all of these people play all of these tiny people was when you just found something foreboding, something that tells you that someone else is nearby. They found the group of shadow druids in the Cloakwood Forest that were one of the threats for Baldur's Gate that you're trying to get rid of. And after you conquered the druids and the werewolves that are on site, you have two things left. And here's an opening that leads down into the stump of the great oak that they built their lair on top. So there seems to be more lair going on down there.
There is more lair.
There's more layering going on. And up in the hut here, where Baldur, the leader of the Shadow Druids, lived, you found something in a tiny wicker cage. In a tiny wicker cage. And it's a hamster. Hamster that you might already know.
A miniature giant space hamster, maybe.
Probably.
You already mentioned it's Boo.
It's Boo, yes.
Yeah.
And
we know that hamster. It's not just
any hamster. It's a very special hamster.
It's the hamster, exactly.
Yes. And two of you are right now investigating the hole that leads down deeper into the stump, and two of you were investigating up at the hut. So Alan Crockwillow, played by Max.
Hello.
One of the original characters, and Zan, one of the Baldur's Gate NPCs or companions. Today played as a PC by Eric.
She said it, we're NPCs.
I mean, technically the N could have been in brackets and we just didn't listen correctly.
PC. And down here we have Gwyn, played by Julia, another of the two original characters, and Khalid, played by Nico, another NPC.
Now it gets quotations. I see.
You don't get them, I'm sorry.
So, that's where we start today.
And Faldon just flew away, I think.
Yes, she turned into a bird once she realized that this fight was done for. She couldn't win it and fled. But you can still hear voices down here, mumbling, chanting.
I think we were debating who's going to jump into the hole.
I think the last thing we did was finding Boo.
Yes.
So we're still in shock.
They were finding Boo, yes.
Yes. Alan and Zan found it, but I think they haven't told you yet.
Yeah.
Okay.
That is true. And I want to look at the runestone and investigate.
This runestone?
Yeah, the glowy one.
So you leap off here.
I will probably make my way down there because I do not have Featherfall prepared.
So you don't tell anybody about the Boo thing.
Well, he can do that.
I can do that.
You just walk past them. Hey, I'm going to look at the rest.
I'm very sure that the very extroverted bard will do that before I'm even down the first slope.
Yeah.
I will probably take Boo out of his little wicker cage.
Yeah, he was already chewing through it.
Oh,
so you open it, he looks at you and takes one last bite and opens his own escape road.
Okay.
And then he climbs onto your hand.
Okay.
With a very imperious...
Good hamster. Put him on my shoulder, see if he's kind of okay with that. Kind of nestled into my hood a bit, maybe.
Yeah, he sniffs your hair. Kind of moves his butt around, his hamster butt around a little bit, and then settles in.
I'll probably move over. I think I found, what was it? A miniature giant space hamster.
What?
I will probably then go past them and go to Khalid. Yes, he did. And just continue downwards.
Never separates with his hamster.
Not voluntarily, he doesn't.
Oh, wait. Didn't they say they had a sacrifice?
Everyone
Don't look at me.
tries to remember.
Faces.
Yes, they did.
Yes. Oh no, that's not good.
Well, I think it's fairly safe to ascertain who the sacrifice is.
I'm totally shocked. I look around and then I jump down the hole.
You jump down the hole.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, make a dexterity saving throw. And let's hope we can get the miniature back out of there.
No, it's done. He's dead.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yep, he's dead. 10.
10. Okay. You take 2 hit points damage as you scratch along the walls and then land with a weird creaking sound from one of your ankles.
Ow!
After he does that, can I look and see if there's a ladder?
Actually, there's not.
Oh, interesting.
The walls do look easily climbable if you want to put up an effort and not just jump down.
Do you have
But
other
they're made of natural materials. It's just the slightly rotten wood in the heart of the oak and vines.
How deep is it? Down, approximately.
About 6 meters.
Oh, okay, that's not so far. So a 50-foot rope should do.
Yeah. Yeah. In our brains, we're going 6 meters. How many feet? Back and forth.
Should do it. Just get too much rope, and then you're always on the safe side. Well,
Do you want to maybe let me down, lads?
are you okay?
Ow!
From very far away.
You having jumped down there, you look up and yell, okay, maybe instinctively once they ask, yeah, or ouch in this case. But you looking around, you don't think you are actually okay because you are standing in a room that seems to be formed half of earth and half of the roots coming down. And there are 2 weird creatures with long, weirdly formed limbs, slightly turning inwards, crooked shoulders, and ugly, leering faces with green skin looking at you and going, look who's drops in!
Are they trolls?
Hags.
Hags.
Oh,
Okay.
And behind them,
Please come down fast.
you see a slab of stone and a struggling Minsk, who has been gagged, obviously cursing out the hags all the time until they get tired of it. Still trying to tell them what he's going to do to the evil doing ways.
well.
You're looking something up, Max.
Huh?
I'm
No,
getting-
nothing.
Okay.
I'm just
I'm getting
looking
on
at my
the-
spells.
You get out your rope.
I get my rope and I don't know, tie it to some piece of tree and
Yeah.
drop it down and then
Easily.
cool.
Yeah. As I said, it's easily climbable
I'm
if
coming,
you
Khalid.
put up an effort. So suddenly, you looking at the runestone down there are basically alone.
Yeah, I mean, after I hear Khalid's very firm voice asking me very nicely to join him down wherever he is, I think I will and leave the runestone for later.
Nice.
And on my way, I will probably, depending on how turn order works, I could start blade singing because then I'm actually faster.
Go blade singing. The hags are right now looking at each other. I think he might be tasty. Look at that. Mm.
Oh dear.
Yeah, that will be,
Talking about me?
that will quickly lead into a fight. So yeah, I will start blade singing. That's fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
What is Alan doing?
Good question. There's the rope down.
That's for losers.
Wait,
That's for lose.
you could go down, or you could stay up and
Not do anything.
not join the rest in the next scene.
No, I'll come down. I was just seeing if there's anything clever I can do, but I don't think I can.
Whoop.
Could you drop me down as well?
Okay.
How are you getting down there? How are you?
I would try
With the rope.
to climb.
Oh, just a rope.
You left your rope.
You left
right?
the rope, right?
Yeah, I thought it was still on the rope. So.
No, we're assuming that you're all climbing down
Okay.
one after another to join
So
down there,
I'm
and then
only
is,
half.
this is where we are going into turn order. The hags took the time mocking Khalid.
So they're not attacking, they're
Stay
just
away
mocking
from
me.
him.
Right now, they're just mocking you.
Okay, so I can talk to them.
Yeah,
and
you
Try
can.
to calm them down. Or-
Go ahead.
Baldur sent me. I'm here to get this person that I don't know, maybe called Minsk, out of this prison because she said he's poisoned.
Give me a persuasion check with disadvantage.
I think Khalid rolls all persuasion checks with disadvantage.
5.
Oh, Oh no, he's not poisoned yet. We're going to come to that in a moment. What do you want to try first? And that is when she comes. There's a rope, fluff, coming down behind you, and then an elf in armor climbing down.
Stay away from
Really quickly.
them, you hags!
Not quite sure.
Not quite sure what they are.
So this is the layout of the chamber underneath the big oak stump. This is where you landed after either jumping down or climbing down the rope. And we have two lovely hags
Oh, look at
Oh, lovely.
concocting some poison and having Minsk tied down to a bloody altar. Doesn't look good for him right now. On your shoulder, Boo starts chirping very loudly, and he fights against your cowl to get a better look
Okay.
at what's going on.
Right.
Are they trying to be flirty with us? Because you said very nice hags.
Well, actually, there was their kind of flirting with Khalid.
Okay.
Yeah, we
So
could
they are.
feed you up whole.
Literally.
Crack the bones and suck out the marrow.
I mean,
I'm not sure what
married,
you...
right?
that's true. That is true. But everyone has their kinks.
Yeah.
I mean,
Don't look shaming
Well,
the hags.
yes. We also, while we set up all this, we also already rolled initiative. So Zan, blade singing with all his buffs, is at 22.
all his buffs. He's not technically has all his buffs yet, but most of them.
Yeah.
Go,
So
go, go.
your moonblade in hand. This is the scene you see before you: bubbling cauldron, green flames, Minsk struggling against his bombs. What are you going to do?
Squeaking
Well,
up stuff.
on my way down, I probably heard Khalid's very, very eloquent attempt at persuasion.
Yes, you did.
Okay, so I will then zip past him towards this hag. And, I mean, green flames, blue flames, right?
Yeah.
To give it a bit of color. And just try to slice her up with my moonblade.
Oh, yeah. So your moonblade is now a flame in blue.
Yes,
Okay.
it usually is, apparently. That's the artwork.
Stylish.
Yes. Ooh! Oh, and that's a natural 20.
Natural 20. Congrats, nice start.
Thank you. Do you want
We're
me to...
not going to count Khalid's misadventures jumping down as the first
Well,
one.
that helped
Of the
because she was
session.
distracted, obviously.
Oh, yeah.
So I zip past him, Moonblade at the ready, trying to just hack through her. Do you want me to roll 2 dice or just double the thing?
You 2 dice is
Two dice.
usually the way I go.
That's the way I like it.
2 dice is more fun.
Yes, that's
More
12.
dice, more fun.
More dice. More.
All of 12 damage.
12. She shrinks, looks at you very sternly down her long crooked nose, and this is no way to greet someone!
Indeed, it is not.
And it's their turn
Oh
next.
dear.
She goes, what you can do, I can do nearly as good. And her fingers elongate into long witch claws, and there is the sudden... You're very sure it's just an illusion of green flames around her fingers as she slashes at you with these claws. Your AC right now, blade singing, is...
20.
And...
Potentially 25.
Well, let's put it like this, 25 would be a safe one
Well,
right now.
then-
You can put up your mage shield as a reaction.
Yes, I will
Cast
react
shield.
by casting shield and bump my AC up to 25.
Yes. And then her claws just stop inches away from your skin. She rips them back out of your magical shield. The green flames go out and she... Ah! Nasty!
I will produce my Moonblade and say, not an illusion.
The other one looks at the people climbing down and coming in, and then points at Alan Crookwell and says, "Did you bring a short one to a grown-up fight?" Vicious mockery.
Oh wow, this
Make
duel will
make
be
a wisdom saving throw.
legendary.
That's how it feels.
So that's how it feels.
Oh.
3.
Well, that's 1d4.
Struck a nerve there, did she?
It's just 1 hit point, but it's one.
1 hit point.
Her mockery was even worse than yours.
Yeah.
Hey, mine is pretty good.
I mean, why not? Is he the dessert or something? Or
Oh, you're right. She could have done much
Oh, I'm
better.
sorry, I didn't want
No,
to.
she just struck a nerve.
Too late now. Too late once you said it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm still very
It's
annoyed.
like I could be very eloquent, but
She
just
was
short.
surprised, so she went for the very easy thing
Yeah.
and made fun of his size. Good.
Okay.
That's what the two hags do.
It's not the size of the halfling; it's how you use it, right?
Yeah.
Oh, don't worry. I know how I'm going to use myself.
Yeah. Well,
good.
but Gwyn is first.
Yes.
I have a plan.
How dare you insult my friend?
Wow. Okay.
That's a very Helmy thing to say.
I didn't realise I inspired such loyalty.
I suppose you did,
I
yes.
suppose it's all that bardic inspiration.
Yes. I will attack her because
That's
I'm
part
out
of
of
the origin
spell
story
slots.
that we'll tell
Yeah.
one day.
Oh,
One day.
One day the story will be told.
excellent.
That's a 21
That's
to
a
hit.
hit.
Excellent. And she takes
Ooh.
maximum damage. That's 11 slashing damage. And yeah, I have nothing. I've got no spell slots left.
You're
I've got
friends with that thing? You can do so much better, honey. Give me your face. I'd like to wear it.
Alan,
Right.
are you going to mock back viciously, or are you going to use?
No.
You're not going to use your words.
No,
It's
no,
not
no.
just going to be a rap battle.
Yeah.
I'm going.
As you come close,
Oh
Yeah.
boy.
Boo
Yeah.
jumps from your shoulder and starts gnawing at the rope that Minsk is tied.
I was actually going to put him there, but now he's done that by himself. Okay.
He's quicker. You put up your hand to get the hamster off your shoulder, and he just uses it as a jumping board.
Okay.
Kind of somersaults.
No, he's
Okay.
not
Right.
going in for
Regular
flashy.
jump.
Regular jump.
Yeah.
So if I move here
Yeah.
and I cast Thunder Wave. That
Oh
would
yeah,
be
the
here,
the
right?
thunder wave
Conundrum.
conundrum.
Yeah.
But I believe it will be there, right? So we'll just get the hag because
If it goes out from you,
Yeah.
it wouldn't hit me or Minsk. Yeah.
no. So it needs to make a Constitution saving throw. So its mocking words on me have no effect.
I guess a 10 is not enough.
No, my DC is 13.
Smoking
So yeah, I'm not even going to say anything. I'm just
male
going
hack.
to blast it backwards.
No,
It takes. Oh no, sorry, wrong spell. Ah, where'd it
She
go?
was mocking
It
him, and
should
now he resorts to
take,
violence. Apparently he
2d8.
2d8. There we go.
Yeah.
2d8 thunder damage.
Yes.
Put on your pink one as well. 8 thunder damage.
And she's thrown backwards
Yeah.
into the wall.
Blammo. What'd you say about me?
lost. See? See?
Also,
I do think she has
Yeah.
the more.
Oh, yeah.
In that conversation.
I think it could be heard from like 300 feet away.
Oh, jeez.
So this chamber is probably ringing.
Yes. It's very loud.
Okay. That's my
But
third
since
spell slot.
deafened is one of the least interesting.
Yeah. You can't hear things. Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah. So if you're trying to hear things, you have disadvantage.
Oh.
What a terrible thing.
Oh.
Okay, Khalid.
Yeah, finally.
First into the cave, last one to act.
Yeah, as always.
Customary.
I think I follow Zan's lead and attack the same hag.
Oh, it says unsecured objects are also.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
That means the
24.
cauldron's gone flying as well.
Oh, nice.
cauldron's tipped over. Something green and boiling is.
Interactivity.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah,
24.
24. That's a hit. Easily.
And 8.
Nice. Good. We're starting over with Zan. The hag in front of you is like trying to ward away your weapons, holding up her elongated arms in front of her disgusting face, screeching, her teeth that are sticking every which way with something disgusting stuck in between. On display and spitting saliva at you. What do you want to do?
Okay, so I slashed her with my sword, and now I want to
You're going to slash.
come back around from below and slash her again with the same sword. With a that's cocked actually, but that's decidedly worse. With I think it's like 9 or something.
Yeah, that's not a hit.
So not a lot. It's actually 11, but it's still not a lot.
Yeah. She ducks away and puts one hand on the altar, the bloody altar that Minsk is still lying on. Boo has chewed his way through one of the ropes, so Minsk is starting to kick his feet free, and now the hamster.
It's a very
Heading.
convincing hamster sound.
It is.
I used to have hamsters.
Oh, right.
She has been living among hamsters.
I have studied them. They accepted me into the tribe.
And
Hamsters don't do tribes. Hamsters actually
That
usually
hamster tribe.
don't like each other. They're,
Oh.
they're lone wolves. Hamsters are lone wolves.
Lone hamsters.
They taught you the language, though.
Yes.
The language of their people.
Yes.
Yes.
The song of their people.
Very.
Did they also teach you the song of their people?
Hamsters are not very much. They're not into music.
So hamster bards. Are
Okay,
not a
great
thing.
story.
Yes.
So and then I want to use the rest of my turn to shout just in the room, someone free Minsk.
He is!
And that's my turn.
The hamster is!
The hag that has been thrown backwards by the thunder wave into the wall goes.
No, kill Minsk!
No.
Finish the ritual, sister! I will take care of these morsels.
She cracks her knuckles, moves her head almost 360 around,
Oh, God.
and then back again straight, and rushes forward, kicking, snarling, and slashing at Alan.
What did I ever do?
Do you want to use your reaction to protect?
Yes, I will. As soon as she comes forward, I'll be
No!
getting in between there with my shield.
So she gets a disadvantage, right?
Yes, she gets disadvantage. Oh no, you don't.
Okay, so that's just an 8. I
That's a
don't
miss.
think that gets the bard.
No.
Nice. Gwyn, you're also next.
you. Well, I'm just gonna attack her with my sword again. That's a 19 to hit.
Oh, I forgot the other one.
Oh.
Just a second.
Yeah.
Go back to the other hag. And she takes, if you want to use them, both your attacks of opportunity to move up towards Minsk's head.
Yes, I do want to use it. Definitely want
Finish
to use
the
it.
ritual! Free the ones!
That's 25.
That's a hit.
Yeah,
Khalid,
should
you
be.
can just go at the same time, Nico.
15.
15. 15 is a miss.
No.
Wow.
That is 10 damage.
Those are some armored hags.
She screeches as you cut up her shoulder and her back, but she still clambers along on weirdly crooked feet and legs, and then hacks at Minsk, who is at a disadvantage, and rips open his chest. He keeps cursing her through the gag in his mouth. It's probably better that we're not actually hearing what he says.
Oh god.
Probably not PG-13, no.
No,
At least
not
he's
at the
tied
moment.
to that stone with his sword.
Yes. And with this weird black disc on his feet.
They glue the black disc to his feet. Wow.
Those monsters.
Actually, his sword is lying next to the altar, so
good.
you can imagine it on the ground right next to this. I didn't want to
Yeah.
break up the
Thank
miniature
you.
for this.
Right.
The sense of realism. So
Now it's Gwyn's turn.
does my attack still count?
Yes, we're going to go with your roll.
Excellent. 4 slashing damage. I'm distracted by the danger that's suddenly apparent to Minsk.
To our intrepid friend.
No, stay away from him. He's nice.
Who probably says the same. Just
In
little,
hamster.
In hamster.
yes, just in hamster. Khalid,
Can I use my movement?
yes, you can still use your movement,
5,
but you
10.
are
I'm staying in her threat
you're
range.
staying in her threat
I'm
range.
just moving around so that I'm here, so that I can protect Minsk a bit better.
Yes. Good. Then.
Yeah, I of course follow the hack that's torturing Minsk and.
Oh wait, I'm very sorry.
It's not my turn.
It's Alan's turn.
Alan
He's 1 point faster than you.
I'm just a little bit faster than you. I'm going to attack the hag in front of me with my rapier with a 19 to hit.
19 to hit is a hit.
I'm going to use my bardic inspiration and use my psychic blades ability to inflict an extra 2d6 psychic damage to this attack.
Goodness.
Right. College of Whispers.
Psychic rapier.
Murder bards.
Murder bards. So that is 12. Sorry. Does it matter what damage it is?
No, they don't have
then
any immunities
it's
or
12
resistances.
damage altogether.
12 damage.
Some piercing, some psychic.
Some piercing, some psychic, yeah. And that's my last bardic inspiration.
And all of them hurt.
Yes. Haha, take
That's what it
that.
sounds like.
Call
Good.
me small, will you?
Now, finally, Khalid. Sorry.
18.
That's a hit.
Are you going to go to her?
Yeah,
yes,
I follow
yes.
her. 4.
Always the ones on damage rolls.
Me too. So.
Yeah, but I don't know. He somehow just.
He's an NPC.
He's an NPC.
He's not here to steal your screen time. Supporting character.
It's your show.
It is.
We're starting over with Zan, the
ally.
other NPC.
So Minsk is still bound, is that correct?
He is almost free. And you see Boo screeching and showing his long rodent teeth at the hag on his breastplate, or on his armor. And Minsk is already... The ropes are chewed through and he's just freeing his hands
Okay,
at the moment.
so I can just zip around and assist Khalid.
Yes, you can.
Very good.
We've just gone into this hole and there's just been a lot of stabbing and a
Yeah,
very, very
and
loud
while
noise.
moving, there will be also a lot of slashing. No, there won't be.
No slashing.
Like there will be a lot of slashing, but I will probably hit
Yeah.
the wall.
It's
So
you're kind of hindered by your surroundings. Good. The hags. It's the hag's turn.
Oh dear, oh dear.
The one you've been fighting against, the two of you, now turns from Alan to the side slightly and says,
Step away from our victim. Very, very tasty offering to the woods.
You're somebody's victim.
I still want that face. Come here.
she tries to rip it off.
No.
She tries to rip
yeah,
off
she
your
probably literally wants your face.
16 is not a hit, I think.
Not with my shield, no.
No. Good thing you have your shield.
face. That shield
So-
Take the face of Helm, witch.
Her claws just go across your shield with a very harsh shrieking sound.
like
like-
nails on a chalkboard.
Yeah,
I
nails
thought
on
it
Nails
was
on the
face.
chalkboard. And the holy symbol of Helm now has like claw marks through it.
She literally took the face of Helm.
Retribution!
How dare she?
And the other one still hacks. Oh, and she rolls a natural 20.
I want to get
no.
in there. I want to get in there. That's why I got next to Minsk.
So she
I want to use
actually.
my reaction. 'cause
Okay,
I'm
so
in-
it levels out at a normal roll. That's still a hit, but not a natural 20.
Save Minsk, he's got to appear in Baldur's Gate too.
Yeah, it's within 5 feet, so he's next to me.
Yeah.
And she buries her claws in his shoulder. And he now finally spits out the gag and says,
You will pay for that spawn of evil.
"Boo!" And she puts the hamster back on his shoulder,
Back in his slot.
back at the slot. Yeah.
He
The
equips the
hags,
hamster.
the hags and the druids managed something no one else has ever done.
Yeah.
They managed to get Boo out of the inventory slot.
Which you can't even do with glitches. It's literally impossible.
It's impossible.
Wow.
Gwyn!
At least in the original,
Yes.
you can't.
I'm going to turn to that hag because
Yes.
she's been attacking him. Oh, wait, actually, they're kind of fighting her already, so I think I'll stick with the one who attacked my face.
Yes.
Get your hands off me! Still need that face.
You came in here with that pretty face. What am I supposed to do?
Eat steel! 17 to hit.
That's an exact hit.
So I've got a question.
8 slashing damage.
Yes.
When the cauldron was tipped over,
Yeah.
was there something inside?
Yes,
Some-
there's now
a
a
puddle
puddle of bubbly, hissing
no.
green stuff.
Okay, so it's not safe to move behind the hag, right?
Well, I ask you for a dexterity saving throw if you don't want to step in there.
Okay.
Bubbly green.
Bubbly green cauldron.
Bubbly soup.
You don't know what it is. It
dinner.
smells.
It's broccoli soup, probably.
Probably. Or acid, but I mean,
Broccoli soup acid.
Or both.
Or both.
Anyway, yes, I slash her in the face.
For how much damage?
8 slashing damage.
8 slashing damage. Alan,
Alan.
you are now looking at a scrawny hag butt.
Oh.
Thankfully, she's wearing
Goody.
Right.
she's wearing some scraps of. You think those might have been clothes sometime.
I'm going to draw my dagger and attack with my rapier as an action, and dagger as a bonus action.
That's a hit.
Hit with rapier, 24.
Yeah, I saw that it's a hit.
Oh, okay. And with the dagger, I'll just do it at the same time.
Also a hit.
Also a hit. So that is 1d8 plus 1d4 plus 3. That is 12 piercing and slashing damage combined. Yeah, I just draw it out. Stabby bar.
The tiny thing stings! Very good. Khalid.
College of Whispers.
College of Whispers.
Stabby murder bar.
Stabby murder bar. It's great. I
I
recommend
do
you all
the
play
same
it.
thing over and over.
You-
I miss.
Yes.
Oh.
You miss Minsk. Well, he's there now, so you don't have
he's
to
right
miss him
there.
Yeah.
Yes.
anymore.
It's Minsk's turn, right?
No, it's Zen's turn, and then Minsk is going to
Okay.
jump off.
So slashy. With the Moonblade, that should be a hit with like 24
That's a hit.
and 9 damage.
Minsk is going to take his turn. It's a little bit later. Actually, after Khalid, because he rolled very
He's
badly.
still busy cursing
They're still
and
confused.
Yes. So the hags go first.
Oh no.
getting a pep talk from Boo.
And the hag that was attacking Minsk until now slumps her misshapen shoulders, one higher up than the other one, and says,
So much for that plan.
and turns around, goes looking at you.
I really don't like your face or your tiny pricky thing.
I can see why.
Vicious mockery. Not very vicious, but
What?
So I get a...
Do you know each other?
I've had a past, Khalid. So I make a wisdom saving throw now?
you make a wisdom saving
Explains
throw
a lot about you.
against 12.
Which I
Sounds
managed
so
to do
resigned.
exactly.
Okay, so you just shrug your shoulders.
We're all doomed anyway.
It's been called worse. We're talking about your moonblade, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Right.
And the other one is not about to mock. She still is using her claws against.
Again? Do I have to interpose?
It doesn't matter. No, it was against you, but she doesn't
Okay.
hit.
Aha! Clang.
Gwyn,
Yes!
Yes.
they're
Do it.
nearly beaten.
Stay away from me! 9!
Forceful words, no hit. Alan,
Stab. Stabby stab. I'll do the same again. So, rapier is a 17.
that's a hit.
Dagger is a 10, so that's a miss.
Not a hit.
I'm guessing. So then
That's
just-
a bad miss.
That's a bad miss. 9 piercing damage.
Well,
Stab.
24.
Crikey.
Whoa!
That's a hit.
Hey,
What? You didn't roll a 1.
not a one.
You didn't roll a 1 on damage.
So she was trying to mock me,
And
which
then she
spurred
looks
you into action?
very
What?
surprised. I didn't expect that. And then Minsk stands up on the altar,
Aha.
reaches down, gets up his sword,
And now he
says,
flanks with me.
Eat the boot of
Technically.
righteousness.
and kicks her in the face.
Perfect.
Brilliant.
Excellent.
She stumbles backward.
Very good.
We're starting over with Zan, but this looks like you've got that.
You've got this.
Yes, I want her to stumble into my sword, I guess.
You tiny, pretty thing.
Yeah, with another natural 20.
Did
Go ahead.
anyone get
Nobody
hurt
insults
in
your
this fight?
freaky thing.
I took 1 psychic damage.
I'm not sure if it counts.
Yeah, the hags are not doing well, actually.
That is 20 magical slashing damage.
Oh my god.
My goodness.
That was all Minsk, it was all the kick. I tell you.
She goes invisible.
Fine.
Oh.
Okay.
You magicked her invisible?
Yeah.
Zan, didn't know you could do that. Although I could
She-
probably
she-
barely
she
see
goes,
from
Oh,
there.
no, I know.
this and just disappears with a slight popping, hissing sound.
I didn't expect that, but I guess we all disappear at some point.
I only expected characters with names to flee from a fight.
The other one
Oh, she did have a name.
disengages.
Of course she does.
You stay away from me. I will unleash my full power.
Insight check.
It's that check. I'm not buying it.
18.
4.
Yeah, what power?
4. Ooh, oh no! Alan, be careful! Who knows what she can do?
It's your turn, Gwyn.
I look around.
The other hag has
Where'd you go?
disappeared.
Okay, can I...
Yes.
I want to basically just do this and try to see if she's walking past me. Like, trying to listen and trying to figure out if she's going past me, because it's kind of...
You roll an attack with disadvantage.
Okay. Or can I
then-
perception somehow? Like, how if I can hear her going past or anything like that? I don't know. Does that work? Try and figure out where she is, or is it kind of magically impossible?
I mean, I think she still makes noise. So theoretically...
No, you can't. Or only magical means can detect her.
Okay.
Oh, okay, right.
Then
So-
I'll just wildly slash in that direction
Yeah.
and see if it does anything.
Oh, yeah, I think...
So technically, I could take 2 turns to cast Detect Magic and then concentrate on where she is.
let's not bother.
But yeah,
That's a 9 to hit. I mean,
The blade swishes.
where'd you go?
be careful with that thing.
Alan.
Oh, and then I'm gonna I'm gonna use my movement.
Oh, where are you going to go?
Make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, because of
To
the...
go past the
soup.
cauldron.
Oh,
The soup.
no,
The soup. The
Oh,
broccoli.
Someone thunder waved over the cauldron.
I did, yeah.
3. Do I slip in the soup?
Well, no.
Come on, give it to me.
There's a hissing and bubbling sound, and then you look down at your foot and see that parts of your boot have disintegrated, and you take one hit point of damage.
So yes, there were people hurt in this fight.
There you go.
You and her.
Ow, 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 ow.
You took 2 damage jumping down there.
Yeah, that's
not
not
right.
technically the fight, right? It's
No.
just me jumping down the hole without knowing any...
20, 25, 30. Yeah,
Those two are basically just
so far I get.
2 harmless old ladies that we are murdering in the cellar.
I mean, I wouldn't call them harmless.
They acided my boot.
I wouldn't call them ladies.
I wouldn't call this a cellar.
But we can agree on calling them old.
Probably.
Yes, probably.
They're probably born old.
Yeah.
Khalid.
Is there my go?
Ow.
Yeah, Alan.
Yeah.
Oh, you're right, Alan. I keep overlooking you.
Take another point of psychic damage.
Rampant discrimination.
DM casts Vicious Mockery on character. You won't believe what happens next.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25? Mm-hmm. Is she here or here? Like, am I...
It should be.
Yeah, you're next to her now.
Okay.
Sorry.
I'll just...
Kicks you in the face.
I thought that druid...
Miniature's fun.
I thought that druid woman said that it was impossible to stop the bridge show, but to be honest, ladies and gentlemen, I think we've done an excellent job. Attack with Reiki.
Oh,
Natural 1.
oh.
I'm a halfling. I am
So you
lucky.
can reroll.
I may reroll.
So you're immune to natural ones.
Oh.
First go around.
Natural 20.
Nice feint.
Yep.
Unbelievable.
It's like, stab in the eye.
Oh,
Oh, beautiful. Max
Right.
damage on one of the dice.
so that is 14 piercing damage from the crit. So yeah, I thought it was an unstoppable feint.
Can you describe in detail what has happened?
It seems like he's stumbling off the runic inscriptions or whatever that is there on the ground, and for a moment it looks like he's just flailing, and the hag starts saying, like you are going to... And then from beneath there's suddenly a bit of steel looking out of her mouth, going past her nose. She looks at it, her eyes go weird, crooked, So
That really hurt.
and then she sinks down into a heap of misshapen limbs and bones that make a weird, bubbly, sucking noise.
That's what you get for calling me smart. People who call me smart aren't my friends. And that's what happens to people who aren't my friends.
Now
I
it would
thought
be
everyone
Khalid's turn.
Yeah, fine. Minsk, are you alright?
I am hurt, but my pride's been hurt more than my body. I am very glad to see you alive and well.
Okay. Right.
The joy is real.
So what happened? How did they capture you? How did they capture Boo? And what were they planning to do
Well,
with
they
you?
certainly did not fall asleep in the woods. Definitely not near a very weird-looking oak tree. No, I was taken by surprise by a lot of the soldiers.
They have soldiers.
Yes. Dinah here sent me to investigate. Which means luckily that she is safe back in Baldur's Gate.
Safe-ish.
And you? What brought you to this place? At just the right moment in time.
That was your whole story? Did they tell you anything about what they were planning to do? What that ritual was for?
Well, friend, you asked how I was taken. That was how I was captured. Then, of course, they mocked me viciously, and they tied me down, and they told me that my life would be the sacrifice that would set the woods free, unleash the anger of the trees, and they would march on Baldur's Gate and turn it back into forest, I think.
Whilst this is happening, I'm still just repeatedly stabbing the hag corpse.
Yes, I was
Just
going
kind
to
of
say,
poking it.
Are we still in initiative order?
where's the other hag? Where did it go?
Because if not, I would just
I think
Stop.
we're done here.
Blade
just
singing.
cast detect magic real quick and see if there is magic around me.
Yes, over here near the rope.
Okay, so over there near the rope, we still have a guest
What? Near the rope?
near the rope.
The rope starts jangling and moving.
Oh, no, you don't. Can I...
Can you?
I'm just gonna follow her. I mean, it's good to have you back, Minsk, but as soon as he tells me, I'm gonna try and get that hag, because...
You can't see her, but okay.
I know, but
I mean,
tell me where she is.
How
Can you
wide
see her?
is that tunnel we came from? If
That's
she just
Maybe one-
step upwards, I think you
Yeah,
have a chance
that's
to
what I want
Yes.
to do.
hit her in the
Climb
butt.
after her. Stab her in the butt.
just do an attack with disadvantage, as usual, against an invisible enemy.
And I'm gonna keep shouting at you to tell me what you see.
I will very...
Oh, that's not bad, actually.
That's it.
21.
Yeah.
Wow.
I will very unmotivatedly tell you where she is.
Motive. 6 slashing damage.
There's a, and then she turns back, visibly crashes down, and does not move anymore.
I'm looking down from the rope going, ha! Thank you, Zan!
I walk over here and
Yes, sure.
kick that one.
And they said that this slab of stone they tied me down on. He absolutely ignores what's going on behind him.
Behind him, just there.
That this was the key, and they got it from. Wait for it. Zar.
Oh, what a surprise!
Tiny halfling,
I
very
didn't
angry.
get that in the middle part before the Zar. But what was it? They tied you down and Zar?
The slab of stone
Yeah.
is the key to the ritual, apart from my life force. It was gifted to them by Zar.
Oh,
Okay.
they said they'd gotten a gift.
Yes, from this Tsar
Yeah.
fellow.
So that was the gift.
Ritual is supposed to bring down Baldur's Gate.
Yes, they wanted the woods, the trees to march on the city.
Ah, okay.
That was their plan.
Well, we stopped it, despite
Yes,
what that droid said.
you did.
We killed some werewolves outside.
Were you bitten?
No.
No,
Are you
we
sure?
fought bravely. I showed my neck. No bite wounds. Wounds, but no bite wounds.
That's
I
better.
mean, I think.
Can't remember, to be honest.
Don't think we were bitten.
Well, maybe someone did some rolls behind the DM screen.
Oh, maybe they did.
Oh shit.
Good.
Well,
Damn.
Maybe someone has 25 AC if he wants to.
well,
So what's that
what's the
platform
plan
over
now?
there?
What are we gonna do?
It was also something for channeling the magic, and it's a map thing of the places of power.
Ooh.
I want to go over and just investigate a bit.
Make an Arcana check.
See if that tells me anything. 14.
Well, it is actually it's a combination of glyphs meant to channel power, and yes, it is also basically a map of Cloakwood Forest, a very simple modified map of Cloakwood Forest with the places of power. And one of the places is definitely the glyph for the great dead oak that you are now inside of, or basically under its roots.
Mm-hmm.
And you can also identify that one of the glyphs on the map must have been Viconia's nest of spider creatures before you burnt it down.
Before it burnt down.
Before it happened to burn down.
For the
There we
Wrath of
go.
Helm made it so.
Oh, he's the scapegoat now. Your god is the scapegoat now.
Gave me
Interesting.
power. A sacred flame did.
Scapegoat. A scapegoat.
So there's-
That's pretty good.
What you realize with the 14 is also there's another glyph that you can't really say, I know this landmark and I've seen this before. You're actually not very sure. And it says it's a glyph that marks it as undead or full of the power of undeath.
As a former companion, that could tell me something, couldn't it?
Yes, it could. You know,
Okay.
you know Zar's specialty in magic.
So we probably have a place to go then.
We do?
I mean, do we have a map? A real map? Can we just...
Oh, this is
see
kind
if
of
it
a map.
matches?
Well, we also had the bird, didn't we?
Oh,
The
the
paper.
paper
The
bird.
paper bird.
But if he is warded, I don't know if the paper bird can deliver the message.
So you can see on this map where he is?
Well, there is another place of power marked.
And
We've been there, and I point towards one of the glyphs. We've been there, point towards the other glyph. We've not been there, so it's good a place as any.
Right.
do...
There are 3 places on the map or more than
3, there are a few more, but the other one you can say, that's the hillside where there's the standing stone,
Oh, okay.
and this must be the coastline and things like that. The minor places of power, but one is marked as special.
And it's very, let's say, not technically alive, so that fits.
And do you know the forest well enough? Can you find your way?
We've
Or
been there
Minsk-
once in
Minsk,
our
does
adventure.
Minsk know
yeah.
the forest?
Of course, the ranger.
Yeah, Minsk. Do you
Yeah.
know the forest well enough to?
I know every forest well enough.
Oh, good.
I have walked all of the Sword Coast, much of the Sword Coast, and we have found every tree and every last bit.
That's very impressive.
Climbing hillsides, wedging ourselves into the smallest spaces just to get a final look at this one bit of map that we couldn't see before. Yes, I know this forest well enough.
What a weird man.
While this is going on, I'm poking around and see if there's anything valuable.
On the hag,
Generally, in the room, on the hags.
in the room. Well, the cauldron is made of some weird metal that you can't immediately identify.
Okay.
Don't go near that kettle. Killed my shoes.
And you find a few bits and bobs in the roots and the debris strewn around the room. Bones, maybe from former victims.
Right.
And give me an investigation check.
18.
18. And you also find a belt with a coin purse still attached.
Ooh, very nice.
And a name stitched into
What's the name?
Biblin's Willow Grove.
Biblin's Willow Grove.
Yes, that's a halfling name if you've ever heard one.
Yeah, I was going to say. do I know the guy?
It's probably one of your friends.
It sounds related. Willow.
Willowgrove, Crookwillow.
All the willows are related somehow.
Yeah. Sort of far down the family line.
You think he might have been one of the more shady, not exactly unlawful traders on the Baldur's Gate markets and the south of Baldur's Gate, the east of Baldur's Gate, who tended to meet the people who supplied him with the stuff alone somewhere out in the woods.
All right.
Seems like that was not a good meeting place.
Right, I should probably, let the people know. Okay, well, I'll take this.
You have a knack for that.
I do, yes. How much?
There's actually 25 gold pieces in there. Seems like he hadn't already paid for what he was trying to get.
You lucky bastard.
Nice.
Yes. How do you know that his parents weren't married?
Sorry, yes.
You just assumed.
You lucky halfling.
I mean, do you want some? I've not exactly done it stealthily,
Oh,
I'm just
okay,
like,
yeah.
Money.
They probably weren't married in the name of Helm.
That is.
I'm not
Most
that
people
much.
are bastards.
I'm not that much of a zealot.
Okay.
I'm
With all of my arcaneness, would I glean that there is a way for us here in this oak tree to destroy the altar?
You think that it might just need excessive force?
Minsk.
Yes, my friend.
I'm
I'm happy and so glad to see your friendly face again.
Yes,
and that
yes,
smile. Show me that smile.
Maybe we shouldn't leave the altar as is, We don't need to. I mean, we will at some point go back to the earth, but we don't need to expedite the process
Say no
for the rest
more.
of Baldur's Gate.
He heaves. Boo goes encouraging, squeak, and tips it over, and the top topples off,
No, it's empty.
crashes down, and there's a crack going through it.
Anything inside?
No, actually not.
Is Boo actually a bard and he gives bardic inspiration?
Any lich? Or...
It gives Budic inspiration.
Yes.
No, not a lich that suddenly comes out and stops time.
Or like a miasma of death and we all die now or something.
While time has stopped.
Wild time as well.
Yeah.
Shall we have a breather?
Yes, I was going to say, can we have a break before we confront this
I think
Tsar?
you need new boots, right?
I need new everything. I'm feeling a little bit injured.
I'm feeling injured.
Feeling a little bit injured. Just a little bit.
I'm feeling attacked.
My shoes are a bit damaged and I'm a bit damaged.
We're all a bit damaged.
I'm a bit tired.
We're a bit tired. Shall we have a rest?
Shall we have maybe a break?
I mean, if you need one,
Yes.
Zan says,
Can we
by
maybe
flicking his hair.
leave this room?
Yes, good idea.
You can go to the hut upstairs. You
Okay,
can rest in there.
very well.
That
Do we have time for that?
is that a place of power. Is it in the forest or is it?
It's in the forest.
Okay, so it doesn't make any sense to go back to Baldur's Gate and buy some shoes and spend a night in there.
Has that ever stopped you?
Not so far.
Well, you could go back to Baldur's Gate, spend a night at the Elfson Tavern, and then
Takes
go
so
back
long
out.
to. Are the shoes broken completely, or is it just like
Yeah,
erosion?
at the side, there's a bit chewed
Okay.
away from the side of the boots and from the sole of the boots. So you can still walk in them, but every time you step into a puddle or everything, your feet
My
get
feet
wet.
get Okay. Well, I can handle the broken boots if time is of the essence to get this Tsar. We don't want an army of undead or something or whatever he's planning. So I think I'll be okay. I just need maybe a night's sleep. Do we have time for that?
Not
You
to go to
don't.
sleep,
Or rest?
You're an elf. You don't need a night's sleep.
which is a half actually.
half.
See, oh, half elf.
Okay, rest
sorry.
for
Half a night
8
sleep.
hours, which is
Uh,
a completely arbitrary amount of time.
Well, it is getting dark.
Well, then I
Yeah,
start
we-
climbing the rope.
we should probably not confront an army in darkness.
Yes, I'm putting away my sword.
For
I
all the
climb
people
up,
without infravision.
So.
Okay, so are we gonna?
You're literally the only one, sorry.
Oh, okay.
What about
Oh, wait, Minsk!
Minsk.
Minsk!
We have to, make
Minsk
sure that
doesn't need
Minsk-
infravision.
No, yes,
No.
Boo.
I scream at the landscape.
Of course, Boo has infravision.
Echo.
I mean, he's a hamster. They're active during the night. Of course, he's got
Yes.
infravision.
So he just directs him, tells him
Yeah.
where to go, where to stab, and
Yeah.
where to smash.
Right. So are we gonna have a long rest here? Is that the idea?
Yes.
We get
Here?
a long rest. Okay. Well,
Do you sleep in the puddle of soup or next to it?
there's that.
I've
There's
climbed
that,
up the rope.
There's that little hut upstairs.
That hut.
Yeah, we can
Actually, it looks
So
quite charming.
That's what you do. You're
Yes.
going up to the hut,
try and make a
Faldorn's
house
hut,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and go to sleep.
Can
Do
we
you-
look at the hut?
Does anyone stand watch?
I want to do two things, just real quick. We don't need to take too much time. I want to have a look at the runestone, see if it tells me anything, and if we are going to sleep in the hut, I will cast alarm as a ritual. So we get alarmed if anyone goes near
Very good.
Very good.
our abode.
So then we don't have to have a watch.
Very good. Let's have
Technically, no.
Okay.
a long rest before you set out again. You settle down for a long night's rest. Minsk and Boone, they first stand guard, and then Minsk says, I feel like I should report to Dinah here. She might be worried about me. Don't you think Jahira might be worried about you? Khalid?
I'm sure she's worrying a lot about me, yeah.
Well, I volunteer as messenger.
Be my guest.
I could go as well. We could go together.
Do you not also... We still also have the quest that you have to finish.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, Khalid, if you want to leave, I mean, it's okay. But are you sure you don't want to see your old friend Zara again?
I'm sure I don't want to see you again, but okay, yeah. If you need me, I stay with you.
I think we'd use the help.
I mean, it's always handy.
How can you leave when there's undead to slay?
She's got a good point.
Yeah.
Bit of undead slaying. I could do with that sometimes.
That is a good argument.
We probably won't fail as hard with you, with us, Zan says while half trancing with one eye open.
Okay.
I will report, and then we will come to your aid.
That sounds good.
Do that.
The more the merrier.
Yes. So, Minsk and Boone leave you. You spend the night up in the tree stump, and you also level up, which we did already,
We have done.
as we changed the setup. So
Level 4.
you've learned new things, new spells, ability, the score increases. Everything's already done.
Speaking of new spells, give me your shoes.
What?
Give me your shoes.
Oh, no, you didn't.
I'm going to cast mending. My new cantrip.
Nice. Yeah, it takes you a minute and some concentration, and then your boots look almost new again.
That's amazing.
I know, right?
Thank you.
I've only just realised how to do that. Just kind of came to me in a flash of inspiration.
I see.
You're very welcome. I mean, you spend so much time, putting your shield over me. I figured I could,
Yeah, that's very nice.
It's what I do to people who are my friends.
Gwyn is
We can
honestly
now all
touched.
cast our new cantrips on Gwyn, like minor illusion and stuff. But no.
Hey, I have
won't.
something new as well, but I don't think we need it at the moment.
Well, let's
Good.
save it for the
Save
zombies
it
or
for-
skeletons or whatever it is we're going to face next.
Yes. You have a rough orientation of where you have to go. And I guess you're going to start looking for the spot that was marked on the map,
Yes.
on the magical map.
Absolutely.
It leads you eastward, and I'd like to get a survival check from at least one of you.
Not me.
It's not technically my strong suit.
Mine neither.
But you're better at it.
Everyone's lost.
Okay,
There's-
sure.
You have a
I mean,
nice
it's- yeah.
point of orientation as there's still smoke coming
That's a
from
good
some
point.
place in the
Well,
Helm's good work.
why don't you give it a go, Katie? You give it a go.
I mean, yeah.
Let's have a look.
I used to live in this woods.
I suppose you did.
That's
Only ranger
14.
left.
Yeah, you find your way in. As you move eastward, there's a feeling of foreboding as you realize that Actually, looking at the map, everything was a bit skewed, but now you realize that you've been to this place before, to these mines.
Oh no.
And last you were there, they were flooded.
Into these mines. This was before.
You know this place?
And
Yeah,
as
well,
you
it seems
near
familiar.
the entrance to the mines, that's nestled into a cliff face, you also start to
Are we-
realize that you've
we-
been
I
there
think I
before.
technically used to live here.
Are we near Nashkel?
You lived in a cave?
No, those are the other mines.
Yeah.
There's the mines where you find
Me.
Zan, where you find where Zan lived.
Yeah.
But that's in the very far south. These are the Cloakwood mines.
Ah,
The hidden
those
mines.
mines, not your mine.
Not his
my
mines.
Yeah.
That's true.
But
That's
As
I've been
far
to
as,
them
as far as you remember them, they were just called mines. But they seem to be the Cloakwood mines as they're located, at least at the outskirts of the Cloakwood.
They probably
yeah, sorry. Dan.
probably did have a hand in flooding them. So. Well, yes. Okay, mines. I don't see. You've been here before? What?
Yeah,
Does that mean you know the way?
what did we do here?
Well, if I
Was it important or was it something we just did along the way?
Could
think
I
it was
roll some-
important, right? It had something to do with the iron crisis.
could I roll maybe a history check or something
Yes.
to see if I know? 3. No.
No, you don't.
Khalid, please. I'm all ears. I have no idea what
You
this
remember,
place
right?
is.
No, I don't actually.
It was in the hands of the Iron Throne, yes.
Yeah.
And where you stopped them from digging for iron there and flooded the mines. Seems to be
yes,
kind of a go-to move for you.
Got there in the end.
Lots of traps.
I still don't remember.
Okay, whatever.
So you do know the way inside the mines, or you don't? How does this help us?
I think it doesn't.
Right.
Well, Khalid knows, even if Nico doesn't.
Oh,
And Zan knows, even if Eric doesn't.
I see. Okay.
I couldn't paint you a picture of the inside of the mines, but
Right, then.
We all know Khalid likes the outside more.
yes. Yeah, sure, follow
So-
me.
This way we have to go, then let's go.
Into the mines.
Into the mines.
What could
the
possibly
mines.
go wrong?
There's still
Lots of water.
a feeling of damp in the air,
I'm glad you fixed my
and
shoes.
all the
Yeah, right.
stone walls are damp and cold to the touch. What is also still there are the rails on the ground where they move the mine carts. And there's no sign of light or anything. So the one person without dark vision is staring into a black hole leading into the mountainside.
I will light a candle.
A very simple solution.
Yeah, funny that.
So,
I mean, it's
a
not the
tiny,
same.
tiny bit of warm light spills out from your candle.
No candle.
Oh, tiny halfling with a candle.
I'm not adorable. Shut up.
The ground,
With those words, he goes into the mine.
the ground is wet and some places muddy, as if a whole lot of water has been flowing through here just recently, and has created puddles of mud and drifts of sand in weird places.
I will cast Mage Armor.
Good idea.
I mean, it has a duration of 8 hours, so
Yeah, you can keep that for some time.
take out my cured leather again. Suddenly, that's like an astral body around me.
Could I, if we're going sort of deeper into the mines,
Yes. You are, sort of.
well, as long as the way is clear, then we'll just follow the way. But if we come to like intersections or something, I could cast Divine Sense to find if there's any undead nearby.
You move deeper into the mines, and after 30 to 50 meters, that you just followed around a slight bend until you can't see the daylight behind you anymore, you come to an intersection. It's to the right, it's going down slightly, and to the left, it's going up a little bit into the mountain. And yeah, there's still a damp, rotten smell in the air, which doesn't move at all. You want
Yeah.
to cast Divine Sense.
I want to activate my divine sense.
So you don't trust those two to find their way.
To be honest, after what they've said, no.
Yeah, fair enough.
sound very confident.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I just stand there and concentrate on the divine power of Helm. I can sense the location of any blah 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 undead. However, only within 60 feet.
Blah 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 blah.
Blah blah
All of the
blah
other things
undead.
except undead.
I don't know. You might as well say.
It says not behind total cover, which I guess.
Yeah, but if they're, if there's a tunnel.
Yeah, but I guess there's a bend somewhere. It wouldn't work.
You cast it.
Well, you just.
Right.
Yeah, but it's useless. Okay.
How do you know?
You're
Does
not
I
the
know how
DM.
my powers work? Okay, not behind total cover, within 60 feet.
Yes.
I can sense the presence.
There's a slight, it's just at the edge of your magical divine senses. There's the tiniest touch, as if you're sitting in the middle of a spider's net and something just barely twinges one of the strands.
Right.
And it's
not
to
sure, it's very faint.
It's to the right, very faintly.
Not that way. I think we should go that way. Undead that way.
Yeah, I suppose we should. Let's
Right
just hope no one floods this again.
Again?
That did happen, right?
Is there
Yes, it
something
did.
wrong with your
We
head?
spent so much time in so many dungeons and sewers and mines.
I feel so
and
sorry
forests
for you,
and
friend.
tombs and
You weren't very happy at that time, were you?
were you?
They seem a little
I mean,
Is
what
that a serious question?
What exactly are we expecting in this mines? What do you
undead. I
think?
can definitely tell you
Yeah,
that
but
now.
what's our plan?
Kill the undead.
Kill the undead?
Okay.
Kill this Tsar person before he destroys Baldur's Gate.
I guess what we could
Talk
do.
to one of our old friends again.
I guess what we could do. You could just go back to the entrance and try and collapse the mine.
With you in it?
No, with Zara in it. He can't get out again, can he?
How do we know he's in it?
Oh, we could. I understand.
Yes.
You could.
No, we could.
Yeah.
But then I'm not really an expert in that. I suppose if we had
And mine collapsing.
no. I suppose if we had one of the dwarves here.
I wouldn't collapse a mine over a necromancer and then hope that he does not now have enough minions that he can,
Dig himself out.
yes.
And that could be a
Get to
problem
have-
for another
have a way
generation
to
of
go.
adventurers, right? Long ago, there was this necromancer trapped in this mine.
Well,
Okay, well, let's go and see. Maybe as a last resort.
I'd like to solve my own problems, usually.
All right, then let's carry on. Onwards.
who knows if there will be a next generation, right? That's
Exactly.
what you always say, right?
Exactly.
I'm becoming more empathetic.
Yeah.
We do not have the same definition of the word, but that is fine.
Very weird.
I'm carrying onwards with my candle.
Yes.
I try, thanks.
And you come to a bigger cave with several strands of the minecart rails running across it. And apart from your entrance, it has 5 more.
Oh, so kind
So
of. a big-
yes, it's branching off every which way like a starfish buried underground.
Right. This sensing thing you did, where you closed your eyes and your hair went a bit wavy.
It did?
Yes. Thought you knew that. Could you do it again, maybe?
It's a one-off thing, and it's an action, so I could just do it again.
There's now still more like a whisper than a shout, and it's to your left, and it's slightly stronger than before.
Right. A bit stronger that direction, I think.
Okay.
It's just glow.
Is she pointing down to a particular tunnel, or just kind of more in a vague
No, she's
direction?
pointing down in one particular tunnel, one of those that has a strand of mine cart rails
Okay.
going down it.
Right, then follow the paladin sensor.
Apparently. I mean, I could take 10 minutes to cast Detect Magic because now I don't have it prepared, of course. But I can cast it as a ritual.
I mean, if that will help.
I mean, I'm not going to use Divine Sense for anything else unless all the undead suddenly become invisible, so...
I suppose, yes.
Yeah.
Do you want to cast it, or shall we continue?
Let's continue.
Okay,
Onwards.
onwards. Got my candle.
As you move down the mine shaft, you can hear screeching and babbling noises from behind you, from somewhere out of one of the other openings.
I'm gonna go quietly.
Yes,
Oh dear.
quietly is a good idea.
Are you going to sneak?
I guess we're sneaking.
I'm gonna sneak.
I guess I know two people who do it with a disadvantage.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna try. No one else has to.
9.
Natural one? Did I see
No,
that?
no, that was a 5, but that's still not good. 8.
Wow. I'm more sneaky than you.
Oh dear. 6.
24.
20. Do you put out your light?
Doesn't make a difference.
You know what? I think I will quickly, like the candle, like it's probably melted a bit by this time. It's sort of wax. So I'll probably just like maybe try and stick it to like Gwyn's cauldron,
Wow.
and then I'll dive into the shadows.
You have a candle sticking away from your pauldron
Which explains your stealth roll.
at a crooked angle, dripping wax down your...
Ow! I imagine I get some hot wax on like an exposed part of my arm and just go, ow!
You have exposed parts.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're wearing armor. It should be fine.
What armor are you wearing?
Well, I have a chainmail, I
Chainmail.
guess.
Well, then it's technically, yeah. But you should have some padding underneath, but whatever.
Okay, then
I think you're more just
I'm
annoyed.
distracted by the fact that a candle is actually quite hot when you get close
Yes,
to
and
it.
there's also open fire very close to your hair.
So, and I yelp, and in my surprise, I stumble into a wall, and it goes clang, and then I rip the candle off and just throw it away.
Yes. So,
I'm just hiding.
Don't do that! I have to polish that armor.
and in the dark, you can see a few spots, glimmering spots lighting up. 2 by 2 by 2 by 2.
You are hiding, but you can't see anything.
Yes.
Win-win.
Okay.
They can't see me. I can't see them.
It's fair, I guess.
It's a gibbering, chittering noise.
Distinctly draconic.
I remember where the kobolds.
Distinctly draconic?
No,
Chittering?
no.
No?
Are you sure the kobolds weren't in the other mines?
I think there were
mines
kobolds
were
in
it?
literally
Does that
everyone.
sound,
Did the mines have the same layout in both cases?
No.
Those two.
What was in here again?
Old war
You're
stories.
slightly disoriented. It's suddenly
Yes, does the
dark,
sound-
dark. Your eyes adjust to your dark vision.
Yeah. What does it sound familiar anyway, or?
You can all give me nature checks.
Oh, nature. That's also not my strong suit.
7.
Not so bad.
Natural Uno.
None. Again.
3.
Oh, 13.
13. You think you've heard of these, that they were seen near Baldur's Gate, although they're not naturally from the region. Tasloi, small furred humanoids. Tasloi.
Tasloi. Oh,
And not very distinctive from kobolds in
yeah, they all cut.
little sprite graphics.
They
but
had the
yeah.
same sprites. Yeah.
Not the same, technically. I think they're slightly different, but whatever.
I think I'd still need a picture to remember them, but sure. One of the little creatures.
Small, dark furred.
Oh, those things. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gotcha. Okay. I'm gonna stay where I am.
Okay. I'm gonna orientate myself where these two sort of get close a bit to them, draw my sword, and get my shield up to be ready to defend. If anything happens, just jump at us.
Does a moonblade technically emit dim light?
I'd say so.
Okay, perfect.
It's in the name, moon.
Yeah, moon. Be a bit disappointing if it didn't.
So you could actually technically see at least a bit.
Oh, okay. There we go.
Yes.
Is it humming all the time?
No, only if I
the moon
make
hum?
it so.
Does it?
Depends on.
How close you are to it, I suppose.
Yeah.
And what brand of absinthe you took right now.
There's a few of these weird flat-faced creatures, big ears, dark furred. They're moving on 2 legs, but they're all slightly hunched now and moving slow to the ground. And yeah, they're smaller than your halfling. coming closer, but they all
Is that
they
even
seem
possible?
Using halfling as a unit of measurement.
they move very haltingly. Look at you and your weapons. Give me among this.
Do they seem, intimidated by our presence?
Yes, they seem to be a bit more. They're unsure whether they should attack or not.
Can we slowly move?
Should have brought Minsk with us.
Slowly move down the corridor away from these things.
You can.
Yes, I'm gonna urge them to come with me. No idea where Alan is. It's gone.
Yeah, I'm vanished.
So she starts to get gestures and slowly moving backwards deeper into the tunnel. What are you doing? Are you following her? or-
Yes.
We don't know anything about these creatures, right?
No.
Because we.
You
failed
can't
our checks,
remember.
yeah.
Well,
But they,
They're not
theoretically,
immediately-
we probably slaughtered a couple of them
and they,
way
they,
back.
They seem cowardly, so I think we should project strength. And
I mean,
One of them steps forward.
I will message Khalid. If you think they should project strength, then project some bloody strength.
okay,
One of the
that's
Tasmai
not-
steps forward, waves the stick.
projecting strength is not my strong suit.
Just do it.
Okay.
it waves.
I get my. I remember what Jahira told me, how I should walk and keep my body and get my chin up, and I touch the hilt of my sword, but I don't draw it. I ignore those creatures and just walk with big steps down the corridor, and I hope that
It looks very awkward.
Zan does the same. It looks awkward.
Yeah.
Make intimidation rolls.
Well, I mean,
I will just stride forward as usual.
Minus
And-
1.
And I actually want to use
14.
my new neat cantrip to minor illusion to create an image of an object within range, and the range is 30 feet. To just have a pair of eyes watching them, just hovering in midair. An intimidation roll. 13.
One Tasloi steps forward for a second. Do you want to?
yeah, I'm gonna raise my shield, and I've got my sword out as well, and raise my chin, and I don't know. I'm just trying to be naturally intimidating with the presence of Helm, I guess.
And they will
Why
so
she rolls-
stab us in the
what
back
does,
later.
What does
so-
Alan Crookwillow do?
13.
I mean, he's in the shadows. He's
Yes. You can see what's going on because there's a faint light from the moonblade.
yeah. The funny thing is
You're the man with all the cantrips.
I'm the man with all the cantrips. Well, I'm the man with a few cantrips. Seeing as I'm hidden in the darkness, I will probably just try and make like a kind of an animal-like roar, like, or some kind of low growling or something, just to try and, you know.
You get your intimidation roll.
Okay. I'd also take a performance.
You like the better, right?
Well, intimidation's better, but I'm just saying. You
Go.
know. Well, I rolled a 5, but that's still a 13.
Nice.
Actually, everyone passes.
Oh,
The creatures, few of them surge forward, but then they stop, stay. They prick up their ears as they hear the growling, and then the glowing eyes open in front of them in the dark, and then they skitter back.
Just like, it's
It
like
will
me.
so stab us in the back, but whatever.
Let you go down into the mines.
Nice one. Nice illusions.
Good job, everyone. I'm proud of all of you.
Where
Now
did
let's
you
get
go?
going.
And don't do that again with a candle.
I'm sorry, it was just...
That was dangerous.
You should tie your hair up.
I braid my hair.
You never know when the halflings with a candle's just going to come along and cause some mischief. That's what I say.
You're a loose cannon, Alan Crookwillow.
And at the moment,
What's a cannon?
I think you just need a helmet.
probably.
Big horns.
Big horns.
Yeah.
I'll get one next time we get to Baldur's Gate.
Yeah.
And make sure to buy one. With all that money that Alan keeps finding.
You reach a point where the tunnels branch off again, but to the right you can already see that it ends after a few feet at a wooden platform hanging from ropes and chains,
Oh.
slightly swaying. There's a crooked lever.
What's that? I'll go closer to the platform and investigate.
It's very roughly made, but it seems to be an elevator of some kind. It can't go up because you just see this blank stone and the ropes and chains go over, and you can see some very primitive counterweights made of stone. And a lever that probably sets all of this moving, hopefully not too fast.
How far down does it go?
Yeah, with your dark vision, you can tell that it goes down at least one story, but probably not much more. And there's a faint, impression of candlelight coming from down there.
It was also flooded, so there could be some rusting going on there. Just pointing that out.
Yeah, do the chains look damaged in any way, or does everything look intact as far as I can
It looks
tell?
like it still works, but barely.
So rusting. It's not like the chain
ropes are a
links
bit frayed,
or-
yes.
Okay.
I would probably start just kind of, seeing you observing it and kind of looking at it as well. I'll probably be like, but I mean, if you want to, we can use that thing, because to be perfectly honest, you are going to cause a lot of noise anyway.
Yeah, this is not going to be quiet, I think. Oh, look at the rusty kind of winch.
But then maybe there's somewhat of an element of surprise, because they'll be wondering, oh, what's coming down the elevator shaft, and then you just jump out at them. You going first, of course.
That's generally my plan, yes.
Right. I don't know what's the other way. Do you want to use your... Is everything okay?
Yeah.
I mean, there's a light down there. That someone must be there. Seems like a good idea to check it out.
This Tsar, what? Can he see in the dark? Was he human?
Yeah, maybe.
I
Probably.
actually don't remember.
You don't remember whether Tsar was human. You didn't care about the species of
Yeah,
your
we don't
companions.
see species.
Probably remember that, though, wouldn't you?
I think so.
Yeah, if you met... Yeah.
I'm not even sure it was male or female.
Just
Probably also
I think
purge this from his
I
memory.
wanted to say something, but I don't actually know if he knows, because he keeps talking to a lot of people that aren't
I just want-
technically on that plane of existence.
I just want to know if you can see in the dark or not.
you think he might have been human.
Probably not.
Right, I'm going to take that as... I mean,
There's candlelight down there, doesn't matter.
yes, because then it's probably him down there, isn't it?
Probably.
Otherwise,
Probably.
because if it was like me, or a Dragon Ball a thing? They aren't yet, are they?
No.
They aren't yet around.
They
No.
aren't yet around now, okay. It's just like me, the only people who can't see in the dark in this entire universe are people like me and humans. That's it. No one else. Everyone else can see in the
If
dark.
he
Humans
was
are
down
so rare.
that corridor, why would there be candlelight down there?
No, that's what I'm saying. He's probably down there.
Yes. I think we have established that.
Yes.
Good.
And I just wanted to know.
So are we trying out this thing, whether it still works after all this time or not? Or not?
Up to you guys, I don't care. But I'm just saying maybe, I don't know, we can do something interesting with it. Or we can go down the other way. What do you think?
I
Can
would go
giants
down,
see in the dark?
Do orcs see in the dark?
So there could be giants down there if there's candlelight, right?
Kind of look at the small...
Small creaky elevator.
small-
Giants?
Yes, Khalid, I'm fairly certain that if it's not Tsar down there, then it'll be a cloud giant. Most definitely. Here in this damp hole.
So one story of elevator
I think I'm gonna look
elevation.
at just eyes going wide. A cloud giant?
Yes, be very afraid.
How do you know?
It's my job to know things, darling.
is less than 30 feet, isn't it?
I'm gonna send a quick prayer to Helm. I think it's a little bit more than 30 feet. 30 feet? How much is a story? Is it 30 feet?
It's less than 30 feet,
Okay.
usually.
Generally,
Probably
yeah.
like 10, 15 feet.
Because then I might have an idea.
Jump.
Are you going to have the idea in the elevator or still standing in front of it?
No, my
Disgusting.
idea doesn't work, so I'm going to have that idea in the elevator.
Well, let's go into the elevator then, right?
Yeah.
Very
We're
well.
going to usher everyone
Yeah,
onto the
we'll
elevator.
go in
I'd
there.
like to have my ideas in the elevator as well.
The lever goes, and first for a moment nothing happens, and then it starts to rattle and shake and go down in quick successions of small falls.
Got it. No, joking.
Till it hits the ground with a loud rattle and creaking and crashing.
Well, stumble out of it.
And
That's gonna announce our presence.
there's a doorway
Okay.
and the warm candlelight spills out.
Do we hear anything?
No, it's silent.
I'm going to press myself up against the kind of wall near the doorway, kind of peek in.
And it's a nicely furnished room. Cozy, almost, but for the damp in the air. And there's a lady sitting on a sofa, and a young man standing next to her, and someone lying down in a bed. All nicely dressed. Human.
Are they dead?
Your first question.
She said standing.
They
They could be propped up.
moving, breathing. They look alive. They have a healthy skin tone.
Right. But they're not making a sound.
No, the woman is sitting there, doing some needlepoint. The younger male is reading something, and one is lying on the bed.
Maybe we're on the wrong floor.
Excuse me, wrong mind.
We announced ourselves pretty loudly, didn't we?
Yeah, we made a lot of noise.
Yeah, they would have heard us come down.
Do you see anything?
I see some people sewing and lying down and reading. They don't look dead, but they haven't reacted to the fact that
Okay.
the elevator just made a lot of noise. I walk in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would just stride past them, basically.
Yeah, I'll follow you.
You walk in. Okay. Let's set up some rooms.
Oh, rooms.
Rooms. We're starting with one
One room.
roomish.
One rooms.
One roomish thing.
There's something between
One
us.
masonette. What? There's something between us.
Yes, a dice tray.
Dice tray.
So, what's going
This is the elevator.
Oh, that looks
Oh,
familiar.
okay. So this is. Where's the door? Is it here?
This is where you'd enter, and this is where Alan
Okay.
Ah, okay. Just
peeked around.
Okay.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Why are all of these concentration?
Because you've got to concentrate. Hold on, I'm going to detect that this is going to be another.
Oh yeah, I said I wanted to stride past you, right? While you try to be like, "Do you see anything?" And I will just go, "Wham."
I'm going in there.
What is it with all this nice furniture in hovels?
Why does it keep happening that I am first into a room? It's like the
We
mage
talked
with
about this.
15 maximum HP.
I now have 40.
They'll never see it coming.
I rolled. Actually, that's incredibly good at level 4 because I have D10. So.
My most important spell slots are level 1 because shield is level 1.
You have other spell slots. I only have level 1 spell slots. 3 of them.
Yeah, it comes in like this.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay.
it makes more sense that you peeked around the corner. Sorry. Okay.
Movers and shakers.
So you're striding past.
Yep. Okay.
So yeah, that's the scene. You turn the corner
Yeah.
from the elevator.
I will move in to the centre of the room.
Yes.
And I will just.
Everyone looks up.
I think you've.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry to disturb you on this fine day underground, but me and my friends here, we're just a little bit lost. Could you point us to the necromancer that's around these parts?
He did not. You're not here.
He did.
I muttered to myself, he did not just say that.
They look at you. And then the man on the bed slowly sits up. I am very sorry that you still have not found what you are looking for.
I mean, we've only just started, to be perfectly honest, but
Are they real? Are they like illusory type things, or are they real?
How do you want to try and find out?
Well, I could try my arcaniness, because detect magic takes a long time. So
You can roll Arcana, yes.
just
Okay.
give you 10 minutes to.
No. Or I could try to charm one of them. That is 24.
It looks like they are basically acting out something that's been scripted. So
But they are real people.
they are real beings. You're not very
Okay.
sure about the people part. They're not entirely illusional.
Okay.
But you can see kind of, there's sometimes to illusions, there's a kind of sheen and glimmer and an unnatural smoothness.
Well,
Okay.
yes, we haven't found him yet, but
It will come with time, I am sure. Sit down, take your time. Tell us all about your quest.
No!
I mean,
From the corridor.
that's a very nice offer, but we don't really have time to kind of just sit around and talk about it. Where does this go? And I kind of gesture to the door.
He nods as if he's listening to what you say, and then he keeps nodding for a few moments and then says, "Yes, it is very sad."
I share a look with Khalid.
Well, if you, ladies and gentlemen, don't mind, I'm just gonna pass through here. I hope that's okay, and I'm just gonna sort of start slowly edging my way to the door.
Go on.
Gonna check the door for traps.
The door's not trapped,
I'm a halfling and lucky.
so you can re-roll
I can
the natural
re-roll the
one.
natural one. That's better. Was it investigation?
Bloody halfling.
Yeah,
16.
it's still not trapped. It's
Okay.
actually really not trapped.
Is it trapped? No, it isn't. Wait, I'll look again. Okay, it's still not trapped. I push it open.
And it opens into a room that's much less furnished compared to the first one. It only has 2 boxes in there.
Have I just walked into a broom cupboard?
Oh no, I kicked the man.
Oh no, the man now doesn't sit up because he lies on the ground. Oh, no.
Oh no.
Alan! Are you
We
okay?
can
Oh, yeah.
switch the door,
Move the door
over
there.
to here. And here are also rolls. I can put them up for you.
Okay, perfect.
Lovely.
And
That's nice. Nice little wall.
2 boxes. Come here, boxes.
I haven't been delivered yet.
We're just going to...
You can use dice.
Use some dice.
Yes, I also had...
Oh. Ah. Big stone boxes.
Yes. Where's the other one? Where's the altar? Oh, down here. I got it.
Okay.
I kind of... So having reached the door and opened it, I'll probably message Zan, seeing as he's still standing there. Well,
I will slowly move closer now, but slowly.
okay.
So message me.
Yes, I will message you and I will say, okay, there are these boxes in here. What are they made of?
They're made of wood.
Made of wood. Just these big boxes in here. They seem a bit, I don't know. Can I see, like, are they like crates or?
Yeah,
Like,
no, they are just... They have a lid that you can open.
okay.
I would say just make sure the lid doesn't open on itself, by itself.
I will walk past.
Where's he going? Where are you going?
I'm going into this room. Go to the other door.
I follow Khalid now at this point. I follow
Yeah,
Sam,
I will
sorry.
follow,
Yeah, I don't want Alan to...
giving
get lost.
very weird glances to the people.
Khalid, are you coming?
Guess. Yeah.
Come with me.
Hello, welcome to the room with boxes in it.
The family still goes about movements. The younger man is just...
I'm just gonna greet them politely. Like, hello, thank you for letting us pass.
They nod.
Blessings of Helm be with you.
It will come to you in
I
time.
know, won't it just?
Okay. Do these people look familiar? Do they look like
No,
Zara or?
no. They're just finely dressed humans.
They don't look undead, do they? Just checking.
No, they look alive.
It's very, very bizarre in there. Very bizarre. Also, there's these boxes. I'm kind of tempted to open them, but on the other hand,
Are they trapped?
I don't know. I haven't looked. Why don't you have a look? See if they're trapped.
Well, technically, you need a certain skill set to have the button, right? But I can have a look if...
What?
Yes.
Okay.
He's making a Baldur's Gate joke.
Yes, I know he is.
Investigation, is it? 24.
No, they're definitely not trapped. You can
have
just
the
flip them
button.
open.
You have the button.
You have the button.
Well, okay, then I will flip this one open.
And as you flip it open, up jumps a person clad in a jester garb with screaming garish bright colours, tingling bells on the head. It goes, woo! And then tries to claw your eyes out. And this is where we end this episode.
Shield?
Open the box.
Shield. Yeah, it's a jester in the box.
Jester in the box.
And what happens with them and how you deal with them, we're going to see next time.